Alright, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to That Wrasslin podcast. I'm your host, Streetkilln HD. I'm here with only Ben Rivers right now. I don't know where Sheep and
Sheep is.
Soul and Sheep went at all. But it's all good. We're here at That Wrasslin podcast. Make sure to hit that like button. Maybe they'll join in a little bit. But yeah. Let's get started here with the first
Monday Night Raw.
thing we're going to talk about is Monday Night Raw. Going through some of the highlights of Monday Night Raw. So, opening Monday Night Raw is Rey Mysterio talking about, how it was important to him to get that Universal title championship match and whatnot, blah, blah, blah. And his son was at ringside. And, he was talking to his son and everything. And then, guess what? Music hits. Who is it? Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar comes down to the ring, starts attacking Rey Mysterio. And then looking at Dominic. Brock Lesnar looks at Dominic, gets it down from the ring, and then starts assaulting Dominic. And then he puts the assault on both of them, Dominic and Rey Mysterio. As you can see here, I have it showed up here. Dominic getting pulled away. Copyright sake, I'm just gonna show a little skim through here.
Yep. So both Rey Mysterio and Dominic just again like their asses whipped, in this segment. That was like, okay, it kind of like felt like just murder. Yeah, but it was like the closest thing to murder. Right in the wrestling business. So, good segment, of course of this, but it kind of does defeat the whole purpose of the whole Fatal 5-Way elimination match that happened last week on Monday Night Raw. To see who faced Seth Rollins in the main event. Of course we'll get into that very soon. But was this attack really necessary though?
Yeah, I mean, I guess honestly, I guess just for the whole sake of the whole where it's going at the moment, because we'll get into a little bit more further. But I guess it adds up. I guess it adds up to what it kind of shown is basically in the title of the stream. But yeah, moving on, we can just talk about, let's skip through Sasha Banks versus Alexa Bliss. They had a match. Banks won, obviously. Raw Tag Team Championship match with Dolph Ziggler and Robert Roode versus Heavy Machinery. Roode and Ziggler obviously won, retaining the championships. You got anything on those, or you just want to go buy it?
Yeah, I'm gonna go buy it because when it actually first got announced as as Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler taking on Heavy Machinery.
Yep.
I already knew that Heavy Machinery was never ever gonna they would never ever win the tag team titles. But I don't know. I've got mixed reactions to the question. What I thought the entire tag team division in question. Where it goes at the moment. So yeah, it's just kind of it's just messed up what they're doing with the tag division. It's just messed up at the moment. So yeah,
I gotta agree with you there. So we have another big reveal here in Raw. Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan comes out, and they are talking on the Miz TV, Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan, and they're kind of messing around, saying they want to go at it again in the ring. And then this end up being a little bit of a match, team captain match, Team Hogan versus Team Ric Flair, or Flair, whatever you want to call it. And along the lines of this, we already had the team captains revealed. We had Seth Rollins coming out for Hulk Hogan. And then another You know, who would come out for Ric Flair? That's right, your boy,
his evolution buddy.
evolution buddy, Randy
Orton.
Orton. Kind of seen that coming, even though it was kind of quick. I kind of figured that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
They kind of started out with a brawl and whatnot, and then King Corbin comes out, gets involved, as well as Rusev. So
does this kind of make Rusev a face now?
Since he's on
since
he's on Hogan's side,
it's kind of like it just doesn't make sense.
I don't know. I guess it kind of does in a way, but I don't know. I feel like he has something planned or something. Maybe, I don't know. Like he did.
Yeah.
I'll just bring this up now, but he did want a title shot with Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins. Yeah, and yeah, look. Yeah, and look how much of like that title match that he got. Just no.
Yeah, true.
But on the other hand, one thing I will say about like the Miz TV segment, by the way. So when it actually first got announced, of course when it was Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan, Miz being up there. Well, in my brain, I could already tell that it was gonna promote Saudi Arabia's pay-per-view known as Crown Jewel. I already freaking like said to myself, oh my god, if this promotes Crown Jewel, I'm gonna be like just super mad. And then when it actually promoted Crown Jewel, I'm just like, wow, this is just so typical WWE. You have Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan out there. Like, it just means that all they're just there just for is just to promote Crown Jewel. So it was kind of like a potential. It was like, what's that one word? Predictable, in some sort of way.
Yeah, I get you. So the next thing we can go by is Viking Raiders versus the OC, putting OC down under again.
Again, for the second time in a row. And
disappointment.
So why do we see this match again? Viking Raiders, OC. Just why are we getting these matches again?
I have no idea.
I swear this whole show just felt like rematch. It just felt like, Raw is rematches. Yeah, that's all it actually.
I don't see how Bleacher Report gives this a C+, but then they gave the whole team captain thing a C-. Okay, buddy. Sure.
Oh my god, yeah, I see that.
So, yeah. Ricochet versus Cesaro. Nothing crazy here, I guess. Ricochet winning Cesaro.
Yeah, with a little bit of a sudden West Coast pop and gets up the free count. So does this mean that potential? Man, why isn't Cesaro not getting pushed in the WWE?
Honestly, have no idea.
I'm always wanting a Cesaro push. Yeah, but classic WWE, we never get a push from Cesaro.
I would have liked to see Cesaro have another push, honestly.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's gonna happen. By the way, how this is going. But what else are they gonna do with him? They're just gonna keep making him job or something. Maybe there's a payoff at the end of this. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah. So next up we have the Firefly Funhouse. Again.
Oh yeah, Firefly Funhouse.
Yep, and also by the way, Rip Rambling Rabbit in this segment. He passed away, so yeah. And
yeah, it was a little fun one. I liked it. So what happened is basically Bray Wyatt is kind of like explaining what happened in Hell in a Cell, but he had like a whole setup, like a whole little fucking Hell in a Cell setup with rambling rabbit, and what's the other one that attacked
Didn't
him?
that actually happen on SmackDown? Wait, that happened on SmackDown.
Was it?
Yeah, it happened on SmackDown.
Oh shit,
Well,
yeah, that was on SmackDown, I think.
Yeah.
Right. But yeah,
Yeah.
that one was the better one. Next we have something that no one really cares. United States Championship.
AJ Styles versus Cedric Alexander.
Mm-hmm.
This match.
Is it
I
big?
really wanted just this match to go potentially longer, but why they got to bury my boy Cedric?
I don't know, man. I don't even see a point, honestly.
Yep.
What's the point?
Yeah.
It is what it is, I guess. And then another match no one cares about, Natalya versus Lacey Evans. We can go by that. Evans fucking wins over Natalya. Yeah. And then the whole thing spiel at the end with it was supposed to be Seth Rollins versus Rusev.
Yep. And then yeah, who comes back? Bobby Lashley, the almighty Bobby Lashley, and then that's where it actually went down right downhill. Bobby Lashley bringing back Lana, aka Rusev's wife, and what the entire hell was like that? What?
A little smoochy? A little smoochy from Lana?
A little smoochy. And so I actually hated that so much. Like, I was actually, thinking to myself, this has to be, a Vince McMahon, booking decision. Because, the first hour of Monday Night Raw, it did feel like Paul Heyman, but then, of course, the second hour, third hour, felt like Vince. Is that, you got any thought on that?
I kind of agree there, to an extent. I don't know if Paul Heyman would have made that kind of decision of having Lana come out because Bobby Lashley. I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah, but this, it's just that why would they bring back Bobby Lashley just for that moment? Just why? It just it just makes no sense at all. It just makes no sense.
It does make sense, but they're not gonna do nothing with Bobby Lashley after that. I doubt it.
No.
The fuck they gonna do with that? I don't know.
Well, they're gonna have to wait till the fucking right till the draft happens, because that's gonna be next week.
True. Can't wait for that. What do you rate this show, by the way?
This show, in general, and I actually am going to be very honest. I kind of rate it a 6.5. I'm sorry, but I have to say a 6.5.
Why?
Right for this show, because, okay, I enjoyed the Brock Lesnar moment, of course, where he beat up Dominic and Rey Mysterio. Yeah, I like that moment.
Oh, you actually enjoy that? That's surprising.
Yeah, I did.
Why did you enjoy it? Explain.
Well, it was entertaining because, they made Brock Lesnar look like a badass. They made Brock Lesnar, of course, what he should have been, a fucking dominant, a dominant superstar. He sends messages, right to, right to his opponents, saying that, okay, yeah, I'm here, I'm ready to, question, so, if you piss me off, yeah, I will kick your damn ass. And, it was good, but everything else just sucked. This has to be, one of, the worst Raws in history. like it was okay, but it wasn't that good.
Yeah, I could agree. The only thing good about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Eliminated.
Well, they have 3 more partners because.
Sorry, hold on. I'm gonna have to say this all over again. My mic was muted on the stream for some reason.
Wow.
Anyways, I said that the show was kind of lame, but kind of good. The only good thing was the beginning with the Brock Lesnar attacking Rey Mysterio and his son, and then the whole thing with Hogan and Ric Flair team captain thing. You know, we've seen it before, but it should be interesting. I like to know what they will pick for other superstars to be part of the team. Who do you think they're gonna pick?
Well, I know so far for Team Flair they've got Randy and Baron Corbin, and on Team Hogan they've got Seth Rollins and Rusev. I don't know. Well, I think okay. So you know, well, judging right through like you know that whole moment, of course, what happened on Raw, I'm kind of like now thinking that they could potentially go with Bobby Lashley on Team Flair, but they might. But I think that they might actually kind of like match that power with potential. Well, whatever Bobby Braun Strowman is like kind of doing. I don't know. It's just it's gonna be like just fully weird. Like well, whoever like they pick, it's gonna be like very interesting. Although we do have Survivor Series like potentially after Crown Jewel, so I don't know what they're gonna do with Survivor Series.
You know, I'm gonna bring up the Raw roster just so I can see who he would pick.
Some potential heels, by the way. That's who he.
Yeah, I'm figuring that shit, what's his name? I just lost his name. Ric Flair will pick some heels. So I'm trying to find a roster.
King Corbin, he's already picked. Randy's already picked. Oh my god. Why do I just see Ric Flair picking all 4 members, like all 3 members of Evolution?
Let's see.
I kind of like just see that happening, like Triple H, Batista, and well, this is Saudi Arabia, like plus like at the pay-per-view Crown Jewel. Yeah, it's gonna be in Saudi Arabia, so you could potentially see some part-timers coming back.
So, all right, we have maybe Braun will be picked or Bobby Lashley because of the whole thing what happened. I'm assuming Bobby Lashley may be picked since the whole thing with Lana happened.
Yep.
For Flair's team. I'm not gonna say Brock Lesnar, not Bray Wyatt. Maybe Drew McIntyre just because affiliation. Maybe EC3. Maybe because we haven't seen much of EC3, so maybe.
EC3 at the moment is getting fully buried. By the way, EC3 getting fully buried. So.
I know, so maybe they'll redeem him by picking him to be part.
Maybe.
No one else I really see, but I don't know if this is just for Raw and SmackDown though. Is it Raw or and SmackDown? Because that's a huge list of people to go through then. It'll be interesting. I'm just doing this based off of Raw because it's a Raw show, but I'm not sure if it's Raw and SmackDown they would pick to be part of teams, but
I don't know either, dude. Yeah, this whole Hogan, like Team Hogan versus Team Flair thing.
I think Hogan will pick.
It's interesting.
I think Hogan will pick The Miz. I think he will pick Rey Mysterio maybe. And maybe he will pick Jason Jordan. Imagine Jason
Well,
Jordan.
Jason Jordan, well, he's finished with wrestling, so.
Yeah, maybe not him then. I mean, he could even pick Braun Strowman because Braun Strowman's a heel and a face at times, so it doesn't really matter. I don't know.
Well, he's like a betweener.
True. He
Yeah,
really
he's
is.
like one of like those, like those betweeners things that question. He can sometimes act like a face, but he can also sometimes act like a heel. But his heel, okay, when he was like a heel, I actually respected Braun Strowman. But now when he's actually a face, I just hate it, just too much. Just like that constant, you're gonna get these hands, and I'm like, come on, yeah, really?
True.
Yeah, is your opponent really gonna get your hands? Are they really gonna do that? Yeah, it's just like, no, I don't know.
So, I don't know if you want to talk about NXT. I didn't really watch NXT. I watched AEW, but I'm still not sure if Soul and Sheep is joining because they haven't joined in yet. So, I don't know if you want to talk about NXT first so we can give Soul and Sheep time to talk about AEW.
Kind of like, I did kind of like, okay, so yes, I actually watched, I watched both NXT and AEW at the same time.
Not me.
Boy, oh boy, it was freaking good. I'm just saying, it was good. So, let's get straight into some NXT for your questionnaire today. So,
yeah, I heard there's some big news too from NXT.
Yeah, very big news, by the way. Oh, and now Bleacher Report is now just being an absolute prick. I hate this. Hang on a second, guys. Massive delay here. Okay, so we kicked off the show with NXT Championship on the line. Adam Cole taking on Matt Riddle. Adam Cole getting the dub here against Matt Riddle. And then, lo and behold, your boy, the man who got defeated by The Fiend at SummerSlam, Finn Balor.
Yeah, I heard about that.
To NXT. And
that should be interesting.
Does this now mean that Finn Balor is now officially on NXT?
Of course.
Yeah, Finn Balor now on NXT. I don't know. It's just kind of like, because I know Vince. Okay, Vince McMahon was not using Finn Balor very correctly, according on Monday Night Raw or even SmackDown. But now Finn Balor back in NXT, some good matches could now come out of this, like potential Finn Balor versus Johnny Gargano, Finn Balor versus Velveteen Dream, Finn Balor versus potential Tommaso Ciampa, Finn Balor taking on Matt Riddle, Finn Balor taking on potential any of like these NXT guys. I would love to now see Finn Balor take on Adam Cole for the NXT Championship. That would be like the best feud for him at the moment. Best feud. So yeah. So any thoughts on Finn Balor coming back for to NXT?
Honestly, as much as I wanted him to win the Universal title, it's not gonna happen. Obviously, it's not gonna happen. But I think this is the best bet for Finn Balor, and I'm pretty sure we're gonna see more wrestlers ending up there as well. That's not really getting used well.
Yep.
But yeah.
So up next we also had the Velveteen Dream laying out a challenge for the NXT North American Champion Roderick Strong, and he says he's not afraid of the Undisputed Era, and he is ready to regain his North American Championship very soon. So Velveteen Dream versus Roderick Strong at the next NXT Takeover. Well, I am kind of like down for that, but at the same time, I kind of like know who might actually get the job done, who might ever win. I'm going to go with my boy Roderick Strong, plus potentially at the next NXT Takeover. Well, so we know Velveteen Dream, Roderick Strong, those two men can put on incredible matches. Just saying. Your thoughts on that? Street?
I agree. I'm not a big fan of Roderick Strong, but from what I've seen between Roderick Strong and Velveteen Dream, I think it'll be a pretty good match, I guess. I think Velveteen Dream is pretty good in the ring. From what I watched on like takeovers and whatnot, I thought he did a pretty good performance.
I sent you the NXT results and the winner and grade stuff on Discord. Send you that in the chat for you. Thank you. So yeah. So next we had Io Shirai taking on Mia Yim. It was okay. It was a really good match. Well, I did not even actually question it. Well, say this match, because I was too much busy, of course, watching AEW. Well, one of the best shows. Well, but what I actually have actually heard, it was good. Well, what I heard about this match, it was good. So yeah. Your thoughts on that match?
I didn't watch NXT, but I have nothing to say.
Okay. Up next we had Johnny Gargano taking on Shane Thorne. My boy finally taking on Johnny Gargano, and he loses. Shane Thorne taking on Johnny Gargano. Shane Thorne, he looked really good in the match. So did Johnny Gargano. Johnny Gargano, however, hit him with a potential poison runner into a super kick, and taking the victory. And yeah, I will say this. So if you put, some of these lower, these lower tier people, of course, against some of the best from NXT, you can actually, build like that superstar right into into a big star, because that match literally made Shane Thorne a big star.
How?
He did lose, but
how did they make him a big star?
They did make him look good in the match. I will say this: they made him look good. Johnny Gargano, okay. Well, one of the best matches right now for Shane Thorne has to be that match. Johnny Gargano can put on he can put on some
I know Johnny Gargano
with any superstars. So yeah,
Johnny Gargano is a great performer from what I've seen.
Yep.
No question, no doubt. What we got next, Ben?
We also had Shayna Baszler taking on Candice LeRae. Really good match. Yeah, Bleach Report gave this an A-. I kind of actually have to agree. Although Shayna Baszler is still your NXT Women's
Never
Champion.
was a fan of Shayna Baszler. Never really cared for her.
Wait, who?
Shayna.
Yeah, but I don't know. So where does this, put Candice LeRae now? Because she's had now her opportunity. She's lost. Who's next to take that title away from Shayna Baszler?
Honestly, I have no idea.
Well, I'm kind of thinking I'm kind of thinking of one person right now. Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley?
I'm thinking that she could potentially take the title off Shayna.
I don't think I know who she is, but okay.
Did you watch NXT UK? Yeah, because she was part of NXT UK. Yeah.
Nope.
Brand. Okay. Damn it. So next match we had Pete Dunne versus Danny Burch. Pete Dunne, of course, again the victory. And then, oh my god, all of a sudden, the lights go out. Damian Priest comes back, he shows up, right behind Pete Dunne, and he delivers a potential, this type of crossroads variation, and he hits it on Pete Dunne, and now it's potentially gonna like try and go after Pete Dunne now, like his next target is gonna be Pete Dunne. So that's gonna be like I don't know, cause like I just don't care about Damian Priest anyway.
I don't even think I know who he is, but okay.
Damian Priest. I think he was. Oh, who the fuck? I know who Damian Priest was. But like now, I'm like just trying to remember his last name. I don't know. But yeah. And then main event. Oh god. Undisputed Era versus the Street Profits. Street Profits losing this match. And it kind of was like, okay, yes, okay. The ending of the match, they did have Roderick Strong's help, and Undisputed Era, of course, actually does win. But so Adam Cole, so he was like, of course, like, well, right near the stage, he holds the title up, and then out comes, well, a returning Tommaso Ciampa. Tommaso Ciampa, now making his return back to where,
hell yeah,
NXT.
Hell
and
yeah.
Now Tommaso Ciampa just stares down Adam Cole and his championship belt.
Can't wait for that.
So, yeah, Ciampa.
I like
Adam
Tommaso
Cole.
Ciampa.
Yep.
I think he's pretty good. I think he's really good.
So here's the big question of course, like in all this. Who's gonna be like, next in line? Finn Balor or Tommaso Ciampa?
Who would you rather see?
Ciampa or Finn Balor take on Adam Cole?
No, the question is, who would you rather see Finn Balor take on? Would you rather see Adam Cole versus Finn Balor, or would you rather see Tommaso Ciampa versus Finn Balor?
Oh my god, yeah, that's like a hard one because remember, okay, Finn Balor and Adam Cole, they used to be part of the Bullet Club.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But Finn Balor versus Tommaso Ciampa, we have never ever saw in that match before. So I'm probably gonna go with potential. I don't know. That's kind of like a hard question, because because both matches could actually be really good. So I don't know who actually would be like, of course, who would actually be like, a perfect opponent for Finn Balor. I don't know.
I think Tommaso Ciampa would be better.
Yeah, true. I just don't even know about that one. It's kind of like, because it's like Balor versus Cole. That could be, well, an exciting match. Cole versus Ciampa, very good match. But Ciampa versus Balor, that would be a fucking good match. But I don't know, to be honest.
Same.
Don't know.
It'll be interesting to see. We'll find out.
Yep.
So let's move on to AEW Dynamite. I gave them enough time to join. I guess they got lost.
Probably.
So the first show, they kind of kicked it off quick, though. They didn't have really much to say, which kind of disappointed me. They opened up the show with, talking a little bit, saying this is the first episode on TNT, and talking about how, wrestling hasn't been on TNT for over 20 years or some shit like that.
Yeah, but that was like on the kickoff show. That was the problem. That was on the kickoff.
But still, when this show started, it really didn't. There wasn't no promos or anything like WWE does. They got straight into a match, which was Cody versus Sammy. Don't know who Sammy is, but this was a good match.
Yeah, I kind of agree.
I will admit, this was a really good match.
Yep.
Seeing Sammy fight for, I think this would be my second time, I think, or maybe the first time I see him fight. I'm not sure.
It's kind of like no, because I know Sammy Guevara. He has been so he competed at Double Nothing against Kip Sabian. Then he took on and then he was competing in a 6-man tag with Sean Spears and someone else. I don't even know his name. And they took on Joey Janela, Darby Allin, and Jimmy Havoc. Yeah, and then he competed against I'm about to say, actually no, I don't think he actually competed against Hangman Page. Well, I could be wrong, but like him and Cody, first match, really good match. Like, just to be honest, that was actually a great way to to kick off. But cause like, it was like a let me see, what's kind of like the perfect word for this? Like, it was a great opener show. Like, it was like, it was well done. The ending of the thing I did like, and so the first match, I don't.
Yeah.
It was good.
It was great.
It was perfect.
We had Jericho come out.
Yep.
Jericho, the champion, El Champion, come out, attack Cody because they have a match at what's that pay-per-view called again?
At AEW Full Gear.
Full Gear.
And it was actually really good.
And you know what, though? Here's the thing. Chris Jericho was never someone too crazy. I mean, not really. I shouldn't say that because back in the day, he was pretty intense a little bit. But
he was wild.
He gives beatings for a reason, though. It's not like he just goes there and tries to, like, make a whole big deal all of it, like, do crazy ass shit. But he threw him around some and beat him some. He had a little funny things that he did. What was it? He went into the crowd and got somebody's camera, or he took a cameraman's camera or something. He started taking pictures of him and shit.
Yep.
I mean, it was pretty entertaining to watch.
Yep. Yeah, that was actually really good for him. It was really good, because right for Jericho and Cody at the same time. Perfect build up. Heading across, moving forward to potential like that match against, with Jericho versus Cody. You watch, right? Full Gear could be like, one of like, that match could be very good. For both like those guys, like Chris Jericho, really good wrestler in the ring. Cody Rhodes, really good wrestler in the ring.
Have we seen them fought before in WWE or no?
I think they have faced off in. I think they have faced off against in the WWE. Yeah, but I think Jericho won. Or actually, no. Hang on, wait. Jericho has faced Cody Rhodes about. I think it was about a couple of times. Yeah, because I actually watched, because I think Cody faced Jericho on SmackDown, and Jericho made him tap out. So yeah, interesting.
Next, we have a little opener from Brandon Cutler coming out, speaking his thing.
Yep.
Basically talking shit to Maxwell Jacob Friedman, whoever this guy is, kind of saying that he's like a nobody or whatever. MJF, I've seen him a couple of times outside of AEW. I know he likes to talk a lot and whatnot. He's kind of like the wannabe Miz or Shane in a way. Like some people
wasn't there like Maxwell Jacob Friedman? I think it was actually MJF who was talking shit about Brandon Cutler. Yeah.
Oh yeah. My bad.
Was,
yeah, you're right. MJF. You're right. My bad. Yep. Reversed. But got it backwards.
Yep.
It was MJF talking. I was just reading the title here. I don't know why they put Brandon Cutler first. Or maybe because he came out first. I don't know.
Yep.
But MJF is, he kind of gets compared to like Shane O'Mac or the Miz or something. Like he's like a cheap version of them or something.
Well, he looks like the Miz anyway. He does look like the Miz. I'm just saying, he does look like it.
A little bit. He has a little bit of a
the
persona.
Hair, just saying, the hair looks like It looks like him. But yeah.
Kinda, yeah, I guess.
This match very quick though. This match is very quick. Because, you know, well, right away.
Obviously,
right
very quick.
It's very. Yeah.
Any thoughts about it? Anything you want to talk
about? Okay.
What do you think of MJF?
Been, you know, MJF. Okay. He is kind of like, you know, well, a good heel. He kind of reminds me of Baron Corbin. I don't know why. Like you know, his
Baron
heel
Corbin,
work,
really?
It does remind me of Baron Corbin. Like his heel work is pretty good.
I guess I can kind of see that in a way.
Yeah. Next match. Yeah, I've got a lot to talk about in this next match.
Oh yeah, this was a good match. This was a good match.
Yep.
It wasn't that bad, but it was good. It wasn't great. Some people say it's a great match, only because of the hype and anticipation and shit.
Yeah.
But
Hangman Adam Page taking on Pac, aka Neville, aka the King of the Cruiserweights.
That's what I was saying the whole time when I was watching him.
Yep. And so
the King of the Cruiserweights.
Really good. One massive problem in this whole match: the referee, Earl Hebner.
Oh yeah, I don't know why that guy.
Really known for the Montreal screw job.
Choo choo.
They kind of tried to, like, you know, okay, yeah. Well, they tried to, like, you know, well, reenact that moment. What,
with the low blow?
Yes.
You think so?
And then, you know, yeah, and they connected, well, right with like the black arrow, and then already, like the rings of Saturn. Yeah, I'm just saying, probably, maybe, like, you know, well, down the line, I could actually see Pac become champion. Maybe champion, I don't know, but, you know,
I think so.
Well, this match really good though, really good. I'll say that it was good.
Speaking about good match, the next one, even though I don't even know any of these girls, they put on a good match. This is for the first ever women's championship, which looks not bad. That championship don't look bad. It's kind of small in real life, but
yeah, but it actually does like look really good.
It looks pretty good.
Yeah, and you want to know, you know, well, what, like, you know, well, what was like just like the most like funny thing about this match, by the way, right? So NXT and AEW, Darcia. So they actually had like their women's matches, like, you know, well, their women's championship matches at the exact same time.
Did they really?
And yeah, they actually did. They actually did. Yeah,
wow.
right at the same time.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I actually enjoyed, like, you know, like, you know, like, well, this match, and of course, like, you know, well, Rio taking on Nyla Rose. I actually enjoyed that match, more than Candice LeRae versus Shayna Baszler.
Huh.
Yeah, it was actually well good match, and. Okay, the ending I did like, you know, where they showcase, you know, well, the friendship between Kenny Omega and Rio, really good. That Mazawa person, on the other hand,
Mazawa person,
he got power bombed. Yeah, and that was like, yeah, and that was just super funny. Yeah, well, Nyla Rose, yeah, she actually almost nearly botched it. Like that powerbomb. She almost nearly botched it on Mazawa. She almost nearly did. So, you know, kind of like, you know, mad respects to her. But yeah, really good.
Yeah. I thought it was pretty good, even though I never seen them or heard them. I heard about them. I thought they did a pretty good job. I mean, I don't know, man. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. So the next one, the 6-man tag team match with the Elite versus Chris Jericho and 2 mystery partners, which is Santana and Ortiz.
Yep. This match was good.
Yeah.
Although
You only saying that because of the
this.
surprise that this match had to offer.
No,
Actually,
bro,
I do agree though.
Just say this.
I know.
Bro,
It was really good. Young Bucks is really good.
Kenny, oh my god. Oh yeah. So one thing I will say this about this match, when Moxley showed up, I was like, okay, yeah, something's probably Moxley is he's probably gonna go closer. Yeah.
Let's back it up a little bit though.
He does. And then Kenny, aka Moxley, puts freaking Kenny right through a glass table with dirty deeds. That was pretty insane.
Yeah, but
you still here?
Yeah, let's back it up though. So,
okay.
Kenny Omega had a little promo talking shit about Jon Moxley though. I don't remember when it was at. Was it like before the match maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I think.
But he had
it was before the match.
Yeah.
It was before the match.
And that's why basically they kind of threw him out there.
Yep. Yep. And then yeah. So. Okay. So what did you actually think of what that last table spot they did? What do you think of it?
Jacqueline has been eliminated.
Okay. Yeah, hello. Yeah, I'm here, guys. I'm still here. Yeah, I'm still here. Let me just get freaking Soul. We also got Sheep in the chat. See what is actually happening. Oh, and I probably actually sent me to invite party. No, I didn't. Actually, I'll invite him. Oh wait, Sheep's actually doing that thing also. So I think Sheep and Soul are probably not even here. So yeah. We'll actually see what you guys your question are actually saying about that match between the Kenny, the Elite versus Jericho and LAX. Let's see what your question you guys actually think of the match. Okay. Cool. Let's see. Jesus man, they're really good. Let's see what they say.
Sorry, I had a little unexpected thing to do.
Okay.
But my bad, y'all. Kind of told Ben to just talk random about this match, but yeah. Moxley coming out, going after Omega, putting him through that like glass table in the VIP lounge. We didn't really see much. We just seen a little brawl sprawl out between them, and then it ended there.
Yep.
And then towards the end, we had Chris Jericho and Santana and Ortiz basically finish off the match. And
the Young Bucks.
The Young Bucks put on a great performance. I'm not gonna lie, Young Bucks is really good. Some people that haven't seen Young Bucks and some people that have seen Young Bucks don't really. They will probably say, they're similar to the Hardy Boys in a way. I would agree with that.
Yeah, they remind me of like the Usos. That's like
the Usos a little bit too, because of the whole they do a lot of
kick artists, super kicks.
They do a lot of super kicks and shit like that. Some good team work and shit like that. But another surprise happened was. You know who came out at the end? Jack Hager, aka Jack Swagger.
From MA.
Bellator now. He's in Bellator apparently.
Bellator and So
what does this mean?
Potential faction between Jericho, LAX, and Jack Swagger now. Oh yeah, and also Sammy Guevara. Yeah, you cannot forget about Jack Swagger. Oh, actually, no, you cannot forget about what's his name? Sammy Guevara. Oh, so potential faction maybe happening between those five people.
So where most of these wrestlers are from, like New Japan and Ring of Honor, they're really known for having big factions down there.
Yeah,
But the problem
like
is, though, AEW is still a small company. They don't have that many wrestlers. It's only one show. So if they do form a faction, it'll be good to have a big faction because we don't really see that often from WWE, big factions. And since AEW is on TV now, to have that little, to have something that you don't see regularly, you know, it's good. But the thing is, like I said, the roster is still pretty slim, and making a faction could kind of hurt it in a way because, you know, opportunities and whatnot. But I have another question.
Yes.
Do you think Jake is actually full-time now on there, or do you think he's still going to be doing MMA?
I think he, well, actually, because I know, like, well, there was actually, because I think probably next week it's going to be Guevara teaming with someone to take on, Hangman Page and probably someone else. I need to actually quickly check this, by the way. I just gotta load up Twitter, by the way. See it? Actually, oh damn! I should have done it on my phone. Hang on a second. Yeah, I'll look this up quickly. It is. I'll quickly tell you this right now.
While Ben looks it up.
Yes.
I'll give my rating on Raw. And I'll give my rating on AEW. Since I didn't watch NXT because I can't say much about that. But for Raw, I think I agree with the 6. I definitely give it a 6 out of 10. A little bit a 7. Because it did kind of entertain me a little bit. But that's that, like I was saying. And AEW, I give it a 8 or a 7.5. Maybe a 7.5. The reason being is, you would think they would try to go all out for their first show. Don't get me wrong, the first show on air on, you know, television, it was a great show. It was a great show, but they know they were competing against NXT. So I thought maybe they would do something a little bit crazy just to amp it up and bring it to that full that full yard. I mean, you know, they did have some good surprises and good spots and whatnot. So yeah, I like that. I enjoyed it. The wrestling was fine. There were some botches, of course, but it's whatever.
Yeah, I've got the match card, but I've got the tag match I was talking about. Yes, it's gonna be Hangman Adam Page, teaming with Dustin Rhodes, aka Goldust, to take on AEW World Heavyweight Champion Chris Jericho and Sammy Guevara. So the world champion being like booked double time, like on next Wednesday. Man, it's gonna be like freaking like maybe good. So my thing for it, right? Okay. Well, I actually am gonna go for like a potential 8.5. Although one of the matches could have been better, yeah, and it could have actually been like the potential Brandon Cutler versus MJF match. That match could have been better, but I'm gonna give it like a potential 8.5. Well, it would have been a 9, but it, but it's just like that match kind of like lacked. Like, it was like, yeah.
I agree. I understand.
So, so it's just gonna be that match that really like let it down. Well, I would have actually gave it like a potential 9, but then I actually like whenever like that match, well, it was like kind of like a potential short match, but in total, I'm just gonna give it an 8.5. Yeah.
True. I agree. So let's talk about
Yeah.
SmackDown. Let's go skim through this to
SmackDown.
the
SmackDown.
highlights.
Yes. Let's talk about SmackDown. Yeah, SmackDown. Yeah,
So
that big premiere
Becky
on
Lynch,
Fox.
yeah, big premiere on Fox. Becky Lynch comes out before Becky Lynch could even say much. You got King Corbin coming out, and then
Yep.
after that, a little after that, we had your
15
boy.
minutes into this match, by the way. Yeah, 15 minutes, and then we get The Rock comes out, and the fans there were just
Go wild over the Rock.
electrifying.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Yeah,
You know they love that guy.
Well, any big name that always comes straight out of Hollywood, they always go erupt. You know,
Mm-hmm.
right for that person. Even John Cena, yeah, they usually actually do that for John Cena usually, and
Yeah.
it's kind of like, yeah, and it's like unreal. But so we had Becky Lynch and The Rock kind of roast
King
King
Corbin. Yeah, we had a little
Yes.
roast session. Mostly The Rock did the roasting on
Yep.
King Corbin. They said something about, what was it they said? When I say no, wait. He said something about, oh, would you say he's a super tough dude? He goes, yeah. And
Yeah.
STD. He goes, so when I say
STD.
he said the crowd is gonna say something, and what they say
Yeah,
is
what
gonna
they
be
always think about
STD.
you.
When they think
Yeah.
about you as STD. And he's like, thank you. You
STD.
can thank me or
Yeah,
something,
and
or
then they
thank you
actually
or
say
whatever.
it. Yeah, it's my god.
Yeah, they actually said it. I was like, oh, that was
Yeah.
pretty funny. I wonder if
I
they're
will
gonna
say
keep
this,
saying
though, by the way,
STD
because,
now when he
well,
comes
about
out.
of course, about okay, right about this segment though, right? The entire time, I swear to God, King Corbin, yo, oh my God, King Corbin, yo, he was asking just to get rock bottomed by The Rock. He was asking for it.
Yeah, and he did.
Yo,
He got the
every
people's
single word
elbow and the rock
that he
bottom.
mentioned, yeah, every word that yeah, he would always say would still yeah, it felt like, okay, there's gonna be there's gonna be like a potential rock bottom coming straight, gonna get hit right on Baron Corbin, and it actually does. So well, really good stuff. Well, right from The Rock, I do respect it. It was good. Yeah, well, kicking off SmackDown, of course, what was The Rock really good, and yeah, and I hope to potentially see where this actually goes. Of course, well, straight after Hell in a Cell,
I don't
what
know.
this could potentially do for both those superstars.
I don't think The Rock is gonna be in it.
Yeah.
The Rock just came out
Then
for
straight up,
SmackDown.
yeah, yep. So straight after this match, we
Nothing
had
that
a
important.
tag. True. Yeah.
Becky Lynch and Charlotte
Um,
Flair versus Bayley and Sasha.
and
Flair and
Flair
Lynch
and
defeated
Lynch.
Bayley and Banks.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And also, by the way, well, big massive spoiler here, by the way. Charlotte Flair is going to be getting another chance at the SmackDown Women's Championship at Hell in a Cell.
Oh yeah, true. That's true.
Why? Why? Just
Why not?
effing why? We've seen we've seen her get multiple shots at that title. It's not even funny anymore. Can't she just let someone else get that moment? Not freaking Charlotte Flair. It should have been Ember Moon. Okay, yes, Ember Moon. She's already had her shot. But what about the other people in the back? The other women in the back. So yeah. So up next, we had Seth Rollins coming out, of course. But before SmackDown, right before Finn Balor, Okay, yeah. Now I'm actually now saying like just multiple words. So
You're right.
Seth Rollins hits the ring. So he hits the ring, but right before he's about to face the IC champion Shinsuke Nakamura. Bray Wyatt, he appears, right on the Titantron, and
this is where they did the
like,
Hell in a Cell thing,
yeah,
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I like this one.
Yep.
He did the little reenactment with Rambling Rabbit and a little cell
and,
with
Mercy the Buzzard.
Yeah, and kind of like destroyed Rambling Rabbit.
Yep.
That was good. And then all of a sudden, I have a little preview here.
Yeah. Yep.
As we can see.
Little preview
Of
the Fiend.
After.
The Fiend. Just The Fiend attacking Seth Rollins.
After the match, yeah. Or not really after the match, but
well, during the match.
During the match, because the lights go out.
Yep. And Nakamura is in the ring. Seth Rollins, he's on like the stage, and Seth Rollins instantly just like gets attacked by the Fiend. He does like the mandible claw. Then he shoves Rollins right from the stage to the arena floor. And then Bray Wyatt, he does like that, like that signature laugh that he always does. After question, he's destroyed any other person. He always does like that signature laugh. And I don't know.
I don't know. It's a weird laugh. Can't do it. Can't replicate it.
Yeah. So,
after that, we had a pretty good match after that. Ladder match versus Kevin Owens versus Shane McMahon. This is basically an I Quit type match. It's basically like a contract or something saying that that person gets to like stay and the other person gets to leave. It was a really good match. Owens ended up winning. I for sure thought Owens was gonna win because we've seen enough with Mr. McMahon, Shane McMahon. We've seen enough of him already. It's time for him to just go. It's just it hasn't been great anymore. It hasn't been great. So it was pretty good. The match was pretty good. Good. I think this is a pay-per-view quality match. Honestly, this would kind of
actually just say something, by the way.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, okay, I swear to absolute why in the hell, every single match that Shane is always part of, what always happens? There's always that signature maneuver. Of course, with the elbow drop right through a table. For God's sake, Shane, do like something different, like a potential shooting star press right through a table. He could have like done
Shane.
that. And that would have actually been like more entertaining. But like that elbow drop, it was like, oh god, yep, here we go again. Table spot happens. That happens, and then Kevin Owens follows back with a frog splash through a ladder. By the way, a ladder. I think it's like
that was good. That was good.
Splash, but just like 10 times worse, right through a ladder.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that's how painful it was. Definitely painful.
I think it was pretty good. I think this is a really, really good match. I think this is probably the best match of the show.
Yep.
And I appreciate it. They did wanna do something good. Like they did want to do something like I can't really explain. They did want to like impress, I should say. Especially it's their first time on Fox,
Yep.
Not first time on Fox, but on Fox again. Right?
Yeah.
They were on Fox before, wasn't?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Next we have oh man.
An 8-man tag match.
This.
Yeah.
this was kind of, I don't know.
Does it just? Hang on. Well, I'm about to, say like this, this like this one word, rushed. This felt rushed.
It was rushed. It was rushed, but there's like a little
signature maneuvers, by the way. Like every signature maneuver, like it was just used constantly. I was like, what the hell am I just seeing?
Yeah, it was with Braun Strowman, The Miz, and Heavy Machinery versus tag team champions and United States champion AJ Styles and Randy Orton in a man tag team, and they had a little spot where Braun Strowman kind of like antagonized Tyson Fury, like, okay, Tyson Fury, and then Tyson Fury kind of like hopped over the barricade, and a shit ton of security came and stopped them. And like, okay, let me see this clip here. If they're gonna show the part, I'm gonna wanna just see if they'll show it.
Well, also, by the way, Tyson Fury, he will be like on Raw doing he will be doing like an open microphone segment on Monday Night Raw next week. So yeah, interesting stuff. What of course happens, if it actually does.
This is the most cringy part though, is when they're like, "You don't want to get these hands. You don't want to get these hands.
You don't want it." Yeah. Actually, while I'm also here, I'm actually just gonna have my chips because I'm hungry as hell.
I'm trying to find the part where he throws him. I think they already did it. There it goes, right there.
People, do like the freaking wrapping to it. What the hell? Why? God, this is why I actually hate fish and chip shops. They always do like the wrapping just so badly.
Okay, man.
Sorry, I had to like mention it. Right in the middle of a podcast. I was waiting till said something. No.
But yeah, that was a pretty good match, I gotta admit. And then some boring, no one cares about Roman Reigns versus Eric Rowan. I don't know, I don't care much for Eric Rowan, so it was whatever of a match.
Yep.
It was a lumberjack match. Oh, a lumberjack match, like, because we haven't seen
also, by the way,
lumberjack matches.
And the OC was part of this match, by the way. The OC was part of this match. And when I literally actually saw the OC like part of this match, I was like, is this what they're now being like used for? Lumberjacks? Are you fucking serious?
Luke Harper comes out, tries to assist.
Yep, and Daniel Bryan also actually helps out.
The whole brawl happens though at the ringside. Roman Reigns goes in for a dive right here.
Yeah, and then and also Eric Rowan uses who does he use? Yeah, I'm thinking he uses Mustafa Ali, and then they get back in the ring, and then it's just like Superman punch right to Rowan. He then Harper entered the ring and leveled him with a clothesline. Bryan answered right with a running knee, right to Harper. Reigns speared Rowan, and then Rowan lost. Yeah, then after the match, Bryan
Reigns won.
Reigns, who accepted it. Yep. Of course, yep, classic.
The only thing good was about it was the little brawl. That was the only thing good, and that was basically what it was used for. It was to do that little brawl that they had on the outside, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
So next up,
main event.
Main event time, y'all. Main event time.
Okay.
I know you want to get to it.
This main event pissed off a lot of fans, by the way. This main event pissed off a lot of fans. Just saying.
Oh my god, I didn't expect this to happen, honestly. I didn't think it was going to happen because it was so quick. All
I
it
know.
took was an F5 in like 5 seconds to put out Kofi Kingston.
Actually, 10 seconds, by the way.
10
Actually, 10
seconds?
seconds it actually took.
Did
Yeah,
it
10
beat
seconds.
Goldberg's time?
Nope. Nah, it didn't.
No, it didn't. Goldberg still holds
Nope.
the. Damn, I thought it would for sure beat Goldberg's time.
Wait, how long
Man.
did he actually get? No, I think he actually did.
Goldberg was
about
like 8
1
seconds.
minute.
Wasn't it?
8 seconds.
Wasn't it Goldberg
No,
8
I think it was
seconds?
about 45 seconds. I think it was.
Oh, so
45
oh really?
seconds.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I knew it was pretty fast.
Hang on, let me check this. Hang on a second, I need to check this.
But yeah, towards the end of this match, we had Rey Mysterio's music playing, and then what happens? Who he comes up with?
Yep.
Former UFC heavyweight champion Cain Velasquez. That's right. He's in the building. He's in WWE now. I am 100% assuming. Should be interesting to see Cain Velasquez versus.
Holy shit. Yo, he took him down instantly.
He tackled him.
It was like, okay, yep. Also, by the way, yeah, that match was about 1 minute 25. Yeah, 1 minute 25. It ended. So yeah, so that means that match was so quick.
It was. Right here. F5.
It does not actually beat the Rock's match, by the way. It just doesn't beat the Rock's match against Rowan at WrestleMania.
True. So which you think? Which you think is gonna happen? Cain Velasquez versus Brock Lesnar for the title?
Well, it is kind of scheduled for Crown Jewel, I think.
Is it? Is it really scheduled for Crown Jewel?
Yeah, but I don't know, cause like why would they bring back? I just don't know like, why WWE would kind of like think this now. It's just like, so Brock Lesnar, he wins the title, 10 seconds, and then he just gets dominated by your boy Cain Velasquez. Yeah, that's Velasquez. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I need to get that right. But I don't know. It's gonna be kind of like it's just gonna be like it's gonna be like a little bit of a boring match, to be honest. Me. I don't know. Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna. It might be boring because Brock Lesnar is a boring person in the ring. He's not entertaining. Brock Lesnar, when he fights in the ring, he's not fighting for entertainment. It's just him fucking doing like 5 moves and that's it. Cain Velasquez, I don't know. It's gonna be hard to tell what's gonna happen. The only hype behind this is the feud that they had in UFC and that Cain Velasquez beat Brock Lesnar for the heavyweight championship in UFC. And I guess that just adds the fire to the fuel. And a lot of people know, if you're a Brock Lesnar fan or you know Brock Lesnar, you know that he fought Cain Velasquez in UFC and lost. So it should be interesting. It should be really interesting. How Cain Velasquez gonna fight? Don't know. He's probably gonna be bad in that match.
He has competed in AAA. That's the problem. He has competed in AAA. And he has like done some potential good moves, but I don't know. Oh, do you think that this might have what something to do with what happened on Raw when Rey Mysterio got attacked by Brock? Because I think because I think I saw like this article that they had Brock Lesnar attack Rey Mysterio. To get Cain Velasquez, whatever. Yeah. Well, his attention to question. What a return to SmackDown, and just beat the shit out of Brock Lesnar. That's kind of like one of like the rumors going around. That's how it was actually supposed to happen. Well, they had Brock Lesnar beat up Rey Mysterio. yeah, to get the attention of Cain.
Yep. That's what happened.
That's actually all I've actually heard at the moment for that one.
Yeah, that's how that went down. At first, I thought, when I heard Rey Mysterio's music come out, and I seen Rey Mysterio come out, at first I thought he had his son, and his son was gonna go attack fucking Brock Lesnar. I'm like, oh, his son's dead. Big dead. His son's dead. No way. Yep. But then I looked and I'm like, oh, that's not his son.
Oh my god. Yeah.
So.
Well, I will say this though. Kofi. Well, okay. The match should have been a potential 5 minutes, but really, they did Kofi Kingston that dirty. By the way, they may had him lose in 10 seconds.
I know.
While they
dirty.
Well, true. Yeah, and a lot of actually fans really hated that.
Yeah, also. I can see why they hated it. I would hate it too.
Yep.
So for rumors and news, you got anything? I have one thing. AEW beat NXT in ratings for its first show.
Yes, in ratings, 1.4 ratings to 81K, by the way, 81K. That's how impressive freaking AEW is. Just, like during this point. Yeah, and also WWE also actually congratulated AEW.
Oh,
what
did they?
Right on, of course, right on their first night of doing that show. Vince McMahon himself actually did it. Vince McMahon himself.
We did it?
Actually congratulated AEW. Yeah. Yeah, there's actually photos of it.
Here's the thing, I wouldn't be too worried either because honestly, I'm not giving a lot of props here. Here's the reason why I'm not giving a lot of props to AEW. For one thing, it's their first show debut. So, a lot of people are going to be interested. There's a lot of people from WWE that watches WWE that's going to be interested of AEW. And then there's other people that, watch AEW and know those wrestlers from outside of, the WWE universe, Ring of Honor and New Japan. And it's finally a show airing, so.
Yeah.
It being the first episode and it outbeating NXT is really good and should have happened. If it didn't beat NXT, then that's a problem. If it came a tie to NXT, then that's a problem. If it did really bad, then that's really a problem. But to me, I don't see no problem here.
And that's really bad.
I say give it a month. And then you can worry about ratings. Wait until the end of this month and then next month see how the ratings are next month. If the ratings are still stable, if they're still good and not declining, then good. That's good. But here's one thing. Vince McMahon doesn't like bad ratings when it comes to competition. So if NXT does bad, which is NXT is their NXT is basically their best show out of Raw and SmackDown from what I've gathered and whatnot. It's supposed to be their best show at this point in time since Raw and SmackDown ratings have been doing horrible. If NXT can't compete with AEW, they're probably gonna change spots for what day it appears. They either will probably take Thursday or they'll take Tuesday because they can't share same time, same schedule as a company that's outperforming them. You know what I mean? Especially for their NXT show. And it's gonna be kinda disappointing too because USA kind of just allowed them to do this, and if USA Network is not happy about it, then this that show could be off the air and back to the network. So we'll see what happens.
Oh yeah. Also, by the way, the ratings for SmackDown kind of actually has now been revealed.
Oh, did it beat Raw? Did it beat Raw in ratings or no?
I'm looking at right now, but I think it was in the 3 points, in like 3 point something.
What did Raw do?
Okay, so, the premiere of Friday Night SmackDown on Fox, 3.9 million viewers.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, tuned in to watch. Appearances by Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Brock Lesnar, Cain, Velasquez, whatever his fucking name is.
What about Raw?
And
How
Vince
many viewers are there?
What do you mean?
Oh, what was Raw's rating for viewers?
Raw got 2.6.
2.6 million versus
6 million. Yeah, 2.6 million.
Versus what? 3.8 million?
No, 3.9 million.
Oh, 3.9 million.
Yeah.
So obviously a lot of people are. Well, I don't know, because Raw was just Raw.
Well, it is Fox.
It is Fox. Yeah, it was a premiere show. Did they do better than AEW though? How many did AEW have?
AEW got 1.4 million. 1.4 million. And NXT got 890,000. So yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, so basically AEW is in the middle of Raw and SmackDown and overshadowing NXT right now.
True. Yep, true.
Which should, how, you know, if they want to succeed, it's what they have to be. They have to be the middleman. They kind of have to be the middleman here. They're not gonna. I don't think they may overtake Raw at some point in viewer ratings, but I don't think SmackDown. Maybe. I think more people end up. More people watch SmackDown. Honestly, that's my personal opinion. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I never really looked at ratings, but I'm pretty sure more people would prefer SmackDown over Raw these days.
Yep. Yeah.
But that's pretty good though. You got any other rumors and news? I ain't got nothing.
I'm just checking. Yeah, because my computer's so fucking slow today. That's how shit it is. I think I need to kind of like upgrade my computer very soon. I'm gonna have to upgrade it.
Or buy a better one.
I'm gonna have to. Let's see. Do you have like any other news about current WWE?
I don't have one really.
Oh, so the predictions for Hell in a Cell. There's only about 4 matches only confirmed at the moment for Hell in a Cell. Only 4 matches.
Really? Is that true? Because we're gonna go over Hell in a Cell.
Only 4 matches have only been confirmed at the moment.
That's crazy.
The Hell in a Cell.
So
only 4. Yeah.
So what match?
Kind of like
what matches we got? Because I'm only looking at 3 matches. I see Seth versus Bray, Daniel and Roman Reigns versus Eric Rowan and Luke Harper, and then Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks. What's the other one?
So we've got Seth Rollins versus The Fiend for the Universal Championship. Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks for the Raw Women's Championship. Roman Reigns and Bryan taking on the Bludgeon Brothers, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. And the 4th match that was actually revealed on SmackDown, Bayley versus Charlotte Flair for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That's so far. So yeah.
So far, let's start off with that Bayley versus Sasha Banks. Obviously, I'm gonna pick Sasha Banks.
Wait,
Charlotte Flair.
Bayley and
Charlotte.
Yeah,
oh my god, I'm so confused right now.
Yeah, Bayley and Charlotte. I don't know. I'm probably gonna go with Charlotte.
Bayley and Charlotte. On this one. I'm gonna go with Charlotte too. I don't know, because Sasha Banks is back, so I feel like Sasha Banks is gonna get involved in a way. So I don't know. It may be Bayley winning or no contest. Either that.
Mm,
So Becky Lynch
probably.
versus Sasha Banks. I should say now.
Yeah, I'm going with Sasha. Yeah, I'm going with Sasha on this one.
I'm gonna go with Sasha as well. The
Yep.
man's era is done. They let the man die. The man had something going for her until they let her die with the whole fucking Seth Rollins thing, and it shriveled down. No
Yeah.
respect anymore.
Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan taking on Luke Harper and Eric Rowan.
I'm gonna have to say Daniel and Roman. I
Yeah.
don't see why they would have Eric and Luke Harper win. For what reason? I don't know. It's kind of stupid.
Although, the potential Roman Reigns Daniel Bryan thing, you know, of course, taking on Eric Rowan and Luke Harper. Do you ever see one of those two turning heel, like Roman or Daniel Bryan?
Roman is never
and
gonna
kind of
be
helping
heel.
out.
Roman's never gonna be heel.
Well, I think
Here's
he
a
was a heel
funny
one time.
thing.
Yeah.
It's a funny thing if Roman turns heel. I know Roman was heel in NXT. I know that. He was a heel. But they're never gonna let Roman turn heel in the main show. So, I don't know.
True. Very true.
So Seth Rollins versus Bray Wyatt. I want Bray Wyatt to win because they build up his whole new gimmick, and if Bray Wyatt doesn't win with his whole new gimmick, it'll most likely be useless then. Because they build up this whole storyline and gimmick thing.
Yeah.
Come on.
So there's only so there's about two things that might actually happen. Maybe WWE, you know, they might go with the Fiend win, but I kind of actually, you know, will see a potential no contest.
It could be that too. That would be useful
because
as well.
I have kind of heard the Undertaker might be trying to get because he was kind of like Undertaker. Well, he was scheduled to appear on SmackDown, but yeah, and then they actually he was like sent home by WWE because like, you know, they had nothing planned for him. So it could be like at Hell in a Cell, Bray Wyatt versus Seth Rollins ended in a no contest after the Undertaker kind of drags the Fiend out. I don't know what they're gonna do with that, but I don't know. It's gonna be it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like a potential win-lose situation for like that point. Yes, I just don't know what they're gonna do with that match.
Same. Don't know.
But yeah, yep. Let me check my recent news. Oh, Edge responds to, you know, the story that the apparently was actually made the rounds earlier, and he actually denies it, that he's actually not going to be returning in the ring to WWE anymore.
He injured his neck. I highly doubt he would return. He injured his neck. He's not gonna fight with a neck injury.
Well, he was cleared though. He was
cleared, but the thing is, his neck injury was severe, and if it would happen, he could die. You know, it's something you don't want to mess around with. Also, I heard that Jeff Hardy got arrested again. I don't know what for, but
Yep, again. Yep.
Jeff Hardy arrested again. Bad boy.
Just
bad boy.
Why every single time we always see, it's always the same shit we always get. Jeff Hardy arrested. Jeff Hardy arrested. Jeff Hardy arrested. And it's like it always happens. Every single time. He gets arrested. And then, yeah.
Yep. With DWI.
So, yeah.
Driving while impaired.
Yep.
Yep, that's that.
Mm.
So, what's this thing about what's his face saying a racial slur or something?
Oh, Randy Orton. Randy freaking Orton. So he did a Twitch stream where he streamed Black Ops, Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Well, I don't know if it was Black Ops 4 or Modern Warfare. And he said the N-word on, on his Twitch, and then he deleted it straight away. So it was like, I don't know, but well, I kind of want to get your thoughts on it, Streep, about that
The
thing.
clip is right here.
Okay.
I'm gonna watch the clip.
Who the hell just sent me this? Oh.
He said, "Guess what? Bam."
Yeah.
Let me see if I can play
Yeah,
this.
I'm just sending like this link. Oh, nope. You don't want that link.
What?
Yeah, I'm just trying to get the link now.
I'm looking at it here. I'm trying to get the sound to play on the stream. Let's see, I think I got it now.
Guess what? Bam, nigga.
I just took my freaking thing off and it just hurt my ear too much. Ow.
Yeah, so he says the N word and then he ends up deleting the stream.
Yep. Do you think that there might be a potential punishment for the Viper, Randy Orton?
I don't know. I think they care too much about some of the wrestlers outside business.
Yeah.
I think it shouldn't really be a problem in my case, because it's not like he said it towards somebody in an offensive way or anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh.
Other than that, I really see no problem.
Yeah.
It wasn't towards anyone. It wasn't within the business. I don't know. You have anything else before we end it?
I'm just checking right now.
John Moxley calls out WWE.
WWE.
Yeah, because of their schedule, calling
does.
it stupid and that wrestlers should be getting paid more.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, that's that.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see what else is actually on right now. I'm just trying to like just quickly check if there's any wrestling news about WWE or AEW, or even New Japan. I'm probably even gonna say New Japan.
I think everybody's gonna start doing better than they're doing right now. And you're seeing wrestlers who are getting more money from WWE, just because they're trying to lock everybody down, which is great. It should have been like that all along. You're seeing, just the. I think they're going to start reducing their schedule too. Mm-hmm. It's gonna, which is good because their schedule's stupid. Makes no sense. Quality of life for a guy.
Yeah, I'm just like looking on. I haven't not even seen any news regarding
No, I don't really have anything else. Nothing big. I know that I heard somebody signed with NXT, a former Impact Wrestling star.
That's Scarlett Bordeaux. Yeah, she signed.
I don't even know who she is, but I heard that somebody signed.
She used to be part of whatever she used to be part of, to be honest.
So there's something over here, just a red.
Oh.
So they do have plans for Tyson Fury. Apparently has been revealed that they're gonna be scheduled for Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, I think I actually talked about that on I think I talked about that on when we were actually mentioning about the Braun Strowman match.
I think you did as well. I probably just didn't hear you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Interesting. UFC fighters coming in.
Oh, I know
WWE.
what. Soul's playing you wanna know what? Soul's playing Fortnite. That's why he didn't join. Because that's what Feck West said before.
So the fans are pissed off at SmackDown because
Raw.
Stone Cold and Undertaker didn't appear because they were in the building. Stone Cold and Undertaker were in the building but did not they didn't do anything with them. They got sent and the fans started chanting AEW. And that's a they probably didn't do anything for Stone Cold because Stone Cold showed up on
when was it?
when was it? Was it last week that he showed up? Was it?
No, I think it was about. No, I was about to say 2 weeks ago.
He showed up on Raw one day, not that long ago, and it's probably they didn't want to do anything. I don't know. They probably couldn't really think of anything else to do with him. Really, who fucking knows? That's WWE for you.
Any news? Well, do you want to talk about well, besides some other wrestling news? Let's talk about 2K20 news. You got any news about that?
I don't think there's anything new on 2K20. I think we kind of went over.
The game, the trailer got released.
The trailer got released. You guys can go watch that trailer.
Yep.
I'm not gonna really play it on the stream because of copyright reasons. But I'll just skim through it.
Tommaso Ciampa. He did. Well, he is actually officially in the game. Tony Storm's in the game. Who else? Io Shirai's in the game. So yeah, some good stuff potentially in the match. Yeah, so
yeah,
and they also updated Sasha Banks' hair to blue.
Yeah, I saw that.
So they actually did that. They did that now, so it's kind of good. So thank God they
You have any? You have the whole list of roster yet? I'm gonna see if I can find the whole list of roster that's confirmed so far.
Did that right. Yeah, because I usually look up on the SmackDown Hotel. It comes up yet with that?
See if you can find a updated list with the roster for 2K20. Because it's coming, 2K20. When is it? It's like 2 weeks from now, maybe? Or 1 week?
Yeah, it's October 22nd.
Yeah, so about 2 weeks from now. About 2 weeks.
About 16 more days.
Yeah.
We actually get the game. Which is going to be interesting. I'm just looking on, trying to see, of course, if we've got any situation. What they actually have at the moment. There are some screenshots, but I'm not gonna. That? They've actually got Severon's when he came from WrestleMania 35, by the way.
Yeah.
They had that. Yeah. Oh, pay-per-views and database.
I found a list right here. It says WWE 2K20 roster, all superstars confirmed so far. We have Adam Cole, AJ Styles, Aleister Black Wicked, Alexa Bliss, Ali, Alicia Fox, Andrade, Andre the Giant, Angelo Dawkins, Apollo, Asuka, Bayley, Becky, Big Boss, Big Show, Billy Kay, Braun, Bray Wyatt, Fiend, and Bray Wyatt, Swamp Father. That's part of the Bump in the Night DLC. Same thing with the Aleister Black Wicked one. Bret Hart, Brie Bella, which is surprising the Bella's still in the game. Brock, Brutus,
they'll be still in the
Buddy
game.
Murphy, Carmella, Charlotte Flair, China, part of the Deluxe. So if you get the Deluxe, you get China, which I'm most likely gonna get. Dana Brooke, Daniel Bryan.
I'm actually gonna get in the collector's edition.
I was thinking about getting it, but I don't think it's worth it so far. They haven't really put out much information to make me want to get it. Daniel Bryan, Drew, Dusty, Eddie Guerrero, Edge, Ember Moon, Finn Balor, Demon King, DLC, Power Bump in the Night, Finn Balor Demon, Strowman, part of the DLC as well. Goldberg, Hulk Hogan, also part of Deluxe. some dude I don't even know, Humberto Carrillo, Io Shirai, Jerry the King Lawler, John Cena, Johnny Gargano, Kairi Sane, Cain, Kevin Owens, King Booker, Kofi Kingston, Kurt Angle, Mandy Rose, Survivor, Bump of the Night DLC, question mark on it because they don't know how it looks like. Mankind, which
Wait,
part
did
of
you say
Deluxe.
Jerry Lawler, by the way? Did
Yes.
you say Jerry Lawler?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jerry Lawler's in the game. Oh my god.
He is. Mickey
Wow,
James,
just
Montez
wow.
Ford, mystery character number 2 from a DLC, Bump of the Night apparently.
Yeah, right from the second pack.
Naomi,
so
Natalia,
interesting.
Nia Jax, I don't even know why she's in the game. Nikki Bella, Nikki Cross, Twisted. Don't know how her character looks like yet. But she's Bump in the Night. Paige, Papa Shingo, Paul Heyman, Peyton Royce, Randy Orton, Apex Predator looks pretty good. Part of the Bump in the Night DLC.
Yep.
Randy Savage, Rey Mysterio, Ric Flair,
Randy
Ricochet,
Savage.
Roman Reigns, Ronda Rousey, Rowdy Piper, Rusev, Samoa Joe, Sasha Banks, Zombie, part of Bump in the Night DLC.
Zombie.
They really have a lot of Bump in the Night DLC characters.
Yep.
They have 1, 2,
Dat
3,
Wrasslin.
4,
Yep.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 characters, huh? Seth Rollins, Shawn Michaels, Sheamus fed up, Bump in the Night character.
Oh my god.
Shelton Benjamin, Shinsuke Nakamura, Sonya Deville, Steve Austin, Sting 99, Ted DiBiase, The Miz, The Rock Retro Deluxe Edition, Tommaso Ciampa, Tony Storm.
Ciampa gonna be in the game.
I know, are you finally happy? Triple H, Ultimate Warrior, Undertaker, Velveteen Dream, X-Pac. What? X-Pac is gonna be in the game?
Yeah, Xbox is gonna be in the game, and Xavier Woods,
X-Pac is gonna be in it. That's kind of surprising because they have never put him in the game since a long time. They probably, because I know he's in different wrestling now. What did he wrestle for?
X-Pac, I have no idea what he actually wrestled for. I think he's still. Hang on. I gotta check this now.
Was he in part of like Ring of Honor at one point, or Impact?
I think he's. Hang on. Yeah, I gotta look this up now. I gotta look at X-Pac. My boy X-Pac now in the game. That's gonna be good.
Yeah.
That's hit my nose.
Interesting. Interesting.
X-Pac.
Shane
Now
Waltman.
wrestles for.
Apparently he does. He's retired. Apparently he doesn't wrestle for 9.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's retired in 2019. He used to wrestle for Chikara. How do you call that?
Oh, did I just? Oh my god!
Wrestling?
I typed in the wrong X-Pac. Oh,
Yeah, but
typed in
he's retired, so that's why he's in the game.
and-
I was gonna say
Yeah.
they didn't put him in the game before because he was part of other wrestling promotions. He was the 1, 2, 3 kid. He was part of TNA at one point. I knew that was right.
Yeah.
A few times actually. But yeah, I think that's it we got for today on Dat Wrasslin Podcast. Sadly, Soul and Sheepshifter was a no-show. I don't know what happened to them. They were speaking at one time and then they stopped being appearing. I don't know what's going on with them. But hopefully you guys can catch us here next weekend. Next weekend should be pretty good too. We'll be going over a lot next weekend. If you think about it, we gotta go over SmackDown. We gotta go over AEW. We gotta go technically NXT again, and the pay-per-view and Raw. We gotta go over a lot. So hopefully they're here for that.
Yeah.
I really wanted to hear Souls and Sheep's opinions about AEW, but unfortunately they're not here, so they'll have to give it next weekend. But we'll catch you guys next time here. Make sure to hit that like button as always on here at Dat Wrasslin Podcast, and we'll catch you here again around the same time as usual. Peace out, guys. Take care.